Papa ching 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 ching. Make sure that the mic's off mute today. We have a $5,000 account to give away to one lucky winner. You don't want to miss this opportunity. We also have a special guest that's going to be joining us tomorrow. We have more information about that. And also in about 2 minutes time, we have employment data coming out of the US. Very, very key employment data. This is the pre-market show. Let's get over to the show. Welcome one and all to our pre-market show. It's Thursday, the 4th of December, and we have some live data that's going to come out. We may be trading, depending on how things go. We could potentially be trading here. We're getting the data in about 1 minute. Exactly 1 minute from now. So welcome everybody to the show. Don't worry, we will be giving more information about the prize giveaway. Look out for the link soon in the live chat. But right now, all eyes are on this jobless claims data coming out in less than 1 minute. Also, initial jobless claims expected to be 219,000. And we're going to see the reaction from the market. So in the top left, we have S&P 500, and we'll go to a more zoomed in view. Trying out a new layout for today. Bottom left, we have the S&P 500. Bottom right, we have gold. And then top right, we have Bitcoin. So countdown begins, 5 seconds left until the data drops, or before the data is announced, I should say. Let's see how markets react. This was a little bit of a delayed announcement. A few people have been calling it a data desert. Because of the government shutdown, we did have a bit of a delay in government data. Initial reaction looks fairly muted here. Not a whole lot of action, maybe a little softer on gold, little softer on Bitcoin, little softer on S&P, and a little softer on NASDAQ. As we look at the actual data, we can come back to the charts in a minute. So it looks like continuing jobless claims came in hotter than expected. Continuing jobless claims came in better than expected. So less jobless claims than expected. The expectation was for 1,960, and we got 1,939. Also, initial jobless claims came in lower than expected, which is good. And that's compared to 219, which was expected. So this could mean that the Federal Reserve is a little less likely to cut rates, potentially. So we'll have to kind of see what the reaction is. But we're really grateful to have everybody watching us today. We are coming from nice, cool London today. Current time is 1:31. We just got that jobs data out of the US. If you like these videos, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and also hit the like button while you do. We've received a lot of comments. We read every single one of your comments, and the overwhelming amount of comments that we've received end up being people saying, look, we really like this show. We'd like you to do more of them throughout the week. We also want you to do more live trading. So as a thank you to us, all we ask is you smash that like button, and you also click subscribe so you can make sure that you're getting all of our videos in the future. Okay, so not really a major reaction here. We do usually wait about 2 minutes for all the algorithms to kind of shake out their buys and sells, basically looking for things to settle down a little bit. But I know a few people. I spoke to Scott from CTI. Big shout outs going out to Scott and the CTI team. Scott trades NQ or NASDAQ futures. So NASDAQ looks like it's slightly softer after that jobs data. I think the main reason here that people are going to be watching this so attentively is because there is somewhat of an expectation that the Fed will cut interest rates in December. And we can have a look at the Fed Watch tool and have a look at that as well. Fed Watch tool. Yeah, so that's, I think, the reason why we're caring a lot about the jobs data. Yes, number one, we're getting into the holiday season. Hopefully people can retain their jobs and they're able to work over the holidays. But also, what does that mean for the Federal Reserve and their plans for their December 10th meeting, which is next week, Wednesday, less than a week? And also, what does that mean for the Federal Reserve in January, going into January? So we'll be watching that very closely. We do have a lot of comments, so I am going to get over to the comments box. We do read every single comment. Sometimes we take a little longer because we're doing 1,000,001 things, but we get to your comments as quickly as possible. So what we'll do now is we're gonna remind you all how to enter the prize giveaway. So the prize giveaway is available to each and every one of you. All you got to do is click the link in the description, and I'll copy that now. The link will actually be in the live chat. So enter prize giveaway here. There we go. Okay, so if you look at the prize giveaway, you can see, there we go. I see Andrew is in the office today. Welcome, Andrew. Looking forward to our show tomorrow. We got Andrew and myself, and we also have a very special guest. I'll give you some more information about our guest in a little bit, but we're really excited to have our Friday show. We're looking to do a special guest every month. So part of the feedback that we did receive was that you would like to see other traders. And in response to that request, we are looking to have one interview per month. And we'll start off tomorrow with a very good friend of mine, Delani Williams. I'll give you a little bit more information about Delani in a little bit. But please, please, please make sure you subscribed and join us tomorrow, same time, same place, where Andrew and I will be joined by Delani Williams. You don't want to miss it. Tomorrow's pre-market show. All right, enter prize giveaway here. I should really do this before the show, and I feel my throat is tickling. All right, so you should see in the live chat now the link. So the rules are very simple. Only one entry per person. You can only win once every 30 days. You got to post on Insta or X. And tag CTIs, tag us as well, tag Signature FX, and then you'll be contacted via email with your all your credentials. So your login credentials for your $5,000 account, and that's courtesy of our friends over at City Traders Imperium. All right. Okay, so what are we looking at? Let's see. We got Tesla Trader in the office, sir. Nice to see you. Please let me know if the music is too loud. Let me know. I'll tweak it a bit. Trying to get some festive music going on for this festive day. And also, for those of you who are watching on Twitter, so we have a few Twitter watchers. I'm going to put in the top, this side here, it's going to be a QR code in about 10 seconds. All right, you should be able to join there as well. So if you'd like to join the prize giveaway for one free account going out to a lucky winner for a $5,000 account, click the link or scan the QR code in the top left, fill out the form, and watch the live draw. Hopefully you all can enter. Okay, so we call this the pre-market show. We do this every Thursday and Friday. Today we're going to go through a few items here. I think first and foremost we had the unemployment claims out of the U.S. So we'll focus on that for a little bit, and then we'll get over to some of the other more meatier things. Last week I did have a little bit of a kerfuffle with the mic, so Hopefully you can hear me loud and clear, and I've learned my lesson from last week. Okay, so just kind of chilling out here. I mean, it's been a bit of a slog, like a slow chug. I would call it a bit of a slow chug higher with S&P and even with NASDAQ yesterday. Interesting to note that NASDAQ was underperforming yesterday. So we had the Russell up more than 1.2%. The Dow was up over 1%. S&P was up towards the peak of the day, up close to 0.6%, 0.5%. And the NASDAQ was pretty much lagging behind. So that's also very, very important to keep an eye on. So what we'll do today is, first and foremost, I'll give some respect to the live chat, see who's there, and give a greeting to each one of you, see if you have any questions for me. Then after that, we'll do our segment called What is Unemployment Claims Got to Do with Anything? So we'll look at that second. Third, we will take a look at charts. So it's one of my favorite segments called Chatting Charts. We'll take care of that. Then we'll remind you all to join the prize giveaway, and the QR code there also in the live chat. Special guest. We'll give you some more information about our special guest who's going to be joining us tomorrow. Extra special guest, Mr. Delani Williams. And then if we have any time, we'll talk a little bit about the Fed Watch tool and what markets are expecting going into the end of 2025. It's crazy to think that we're actually going into the very end of 2025. It seems like it's kind of flown by, but hey, we all feel it. We all feel it. Okay. Here we go. So let's have a look at the office. Who's in the office today? Thank you, everybody. We really appreciate everybody coming out today and joining us on this Thursday, the 4th of December. All right. In the office, we have Jackie Kumar. We have Khalifa. Khalifa saying CTI, money, money, money. We have RBFX as well saying hello. Good day, Mandela, coming from Enoch. Thank you very much, Enoch. Looks like a request here for Euro US dollar, so we can have a look at Euro US dollar for your viewing pleasure. Have a look at some of the levels and some of the prices that we are keeping an eye out on for Euro US dollar. Also, gold at 41.60. It's coming from Khalifa as well. What are you thinking about going short on Euro dollar? There's a decent double top forming on the 5-minute and divergence on their RSI. So we can have a look at that as well. Best selling light 42.40. Gold reverse from 41.60 coming from RBFX. So yeah, really lively chat. Very, very rambunctious bunch. And we can have a look at, when we get over to the chatting chart segment, we'll have a look at Euro. And then we'll also have a look at Euro dollar. I'm going to take a quick sip of the agua. That's good. Okay, so Fed Watch tool. If we go data, and then let's see here. CME data here. Okay. So basically what we're trying to, you know what, the best, it's funny. One of the best places to go for this is actually on the Polymarket. So we're going to head back over to, we'll head over to the Polymarket side. Here we go. Okay. So, we talked a bit about this last week, where we were saying that this labor data is impacting the Fed's decision to cut, and to cut how much. So we're talking about interest rates in the US. And I think the expectation has been for the Federal Reserve to cut by 0.25%. So if we look here, the decrease by 0.25%, it was actually as low as a 22% chance, according to Polymarket. This would have been on November the 20th, dropped to 22%. The probability of no change at their December 10th meeting was 76%. And all of a sudden, the little flippity-doo-dah, and now we're looking at a 93% chance of a 25 basis point cut. So what does that mean? I think for the most part, market participants are expecting the Federal Reserve to cut next Wednesday, which means reducing their interest rate by 0.25%. And usually that is a good sign for markets. That's usually quite bullish for markets. We're actually seeing a little bit of a softer turn here. Don't know if that's directly in relation to that data that we just got out of the US on the jobs front, but just softening slightly. Same with our good friends at the nasty NASDAQ, just softening quite a little. We're actually not in any trades this second, but we're kind of cautiously watching from the sidelines here as we prepare for the open. So we tend to trade within the first 2 hours of the trading day, once markets actually open in New York, and then we're able to kind of give our focus to what is actually happening. During these shows, my focus is to try and provide as much information as possible for you all, and then also to engage with you in an entertaining and a lighthearted way. So once we get the U.S. market open in about 45 minutes, our focus will be on trading that open in the U.S. So nothing drastic has happened. I mean, if we look here at this is S&P overnight, nothing really to write home about. I'm just gonna adjust. This was the high of the pre-market. This was the low of the pre-market. And what I'll do is right now I'll just tag in our chatting chart segment. Here we go. All right, so just trying to adjust our levels. 43.6 was the low that we hit in the pre-market. So I would say pretty much no reaction, very muted reaction. Could be a potentially slow reaction into the open today. But as of right now, I mean, I would say since we got that data, excuse me, this cough just keeps lingering. Little to no reaction off of the back of that data. That's better. Okay, we're going to be right back after these messages. We have a very, very quick message from our sponsors, and we'll speak to you right after this. We are back. We are back on this Thursday, 4th of December here. And we're watching an S&P that is slowly but surely starting to show signs of weakness here. We can also have a look at maybe some of the other individual names that we like to watch. Bitcoin here, on a weekly basis, we're up very, very comfortably. But since we got that labor data out of the US, it's starting to soften just a bit. Binance Coin also doing similar, and Ethereum in the same boat. Apple, ticker symbol AAPL, just a little bit softer in pre-market trading. And we also see names like Nvidia slightly up, so in the green for the pre-market. So all of this would be pre-market trading. It looks okay. Nothing drastically happening basically in pre-market today. Tesla had a really good day yesterday, up slightly in pre-market. So what we'll do now, we will have a look at euro dollar, because that was a request that we got in the live chat, and that came from, who was that? So that was from Khalifa. So Khalifa was requesting that we have a look at good old-fashioned euro dollar. And fun fact, I actually started trading euro dollar. So the first thing that I ever did trade was euro dollar because of the liquidity and because of the, I guess, the 24/7 nature of it, or the 24/5 nature of it. This was before Bitcoin even started. I was trading euro dollar. So let's have a look at good old-fashioned euro dollar here, and we tend to take more of a broad view on markets. If we look back over the last few months here, we're looking at September, so the end of August to now, and we've seen what could be considered interesting breakout here. If we go, let's go from here. So that could be considered a nice breakout there. I tend not to use a whole lot of diagonal lines in my chart, but just seeing a consistent amount of 1, 2, 3, 4 or 4 lower highs. And now we're looking to kind of break out of that. I also think maybe if we do throw a Fibonacci on here, we could be looking at getting back towards one spot, 1-0. If we're looking at the next sort of few months. So I'm looking into Q1 of 2026, Q2 of 2026, potentially, if we can, because it looks like we got a break and what we would call a break and retest of that trend line. And now maybe we see a nice little run higher. I think this will depend a lot. Make sure I'm not on mute. This will depend a lot on what happens with the US dollar. I know the comment that we got from Khalifa was that he was looking at it on a 5-minute chart. So in terms of a 4-hour chart, we're looking at potentially move higher here. So you can keep an eye out on that. Okay. Also got a request for gold. So we'll pull gold up here. I've had this cough since I visited Tunbridge Wells in October, and it just doesn't want to leave. It's like having a house guest that doesn't want to leave. Okay, here we go. So this is gold. We'll zoom out on gold as well. This was requested in the CTI chat. And it's a fairly simple breakdown here that we have of gold. 1 second. All right. So having a look here at gold. Gold has been one of the most loved, one of the best performers of 2026. Anybody that does macro and looks at a broad spectrum of instruments, they would know how well gold has done. If we just quickly go back here and look at gold over the last 12 months and then the year to date. Let's do 12 months. This is, well, they're about the same because we're in December. So yeah, this is the last 12 months. So from today, so December 4th, 2024 till today, it's run up very well, over 58%. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some profit taken. Imagine you bought gold in the first quarter of the year. Why not take a little bit of profit off? I mean, or put some hedges on, maybe put some shorts on if we do get some movement to the downside. Interesting here to see as well with gold. We do see some seasonality kicking in. So the orange line is 2023. The greenish line is 2024. I am colorblind, so to me, it looks like the greenish line is in the middle. And to me, the orange line looks like it's at the bottom. This shows us seasonally how gold has performed. This bluish line, to me, is really outperformed, especially going into October. But you notice here in 2024, we kind of faded or kind of went sideways into the end of the year. In 2023, we went sideways, and then 2024, we went up. I think that's right. So I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of just chill out here in gold. If we get more specific, I guess, we were watching gold very attentively from April. We identified this nice sort of consolidation channel. We did a little peekaboo, look below and fail, we call it. But we had 1, 2, 3 touches to the resistance side. And then we had 1 look below and fail, 2 look below and fail, tested the support and bounced off it. And then tried to test the support one more time, couldn't. We got a really nice breakout here. To the day, it was Friday, the 29th of August. Really nice breakout, and it held above. Call this climb and maintain. So we climbed and maintained above the consolidation zone, and we continued higher. A lot of shorts would have gotten their faces ripped off. Excuse me for my my French there. A lot of shorts would have gotten squeezed. So we went from 3,425 all the way to the all-time high, 4,381. Now, I know a lot of you are looking at gold on a 5-minute chart. So this would have been last night in gold, pretty much the last 24 hours in gold. But we're looking at a similar consolidation area developing. So similar to what we had started here back in April, just repeating itself. So the market is made up of cycles, consolidation, and then trending. And now we're in what could be another consolidation. So we've done some research. Consolidations tend to be roughly 3 months long. So 3 to 6 months long. If we look at this one, this consolidation period lasted 129 days. So April, so May, June, July, August, about 4 months-ish. So I wouldn't be surprised going into the end of the year. Seasonally, usually don't see a whole lot of trending for gold in particular. And we've only been in this consolidation zone for less than a month. So we'll see. That's kind of our thoughts for gold here. I would be very hesitant to try and pick a direction inside of this consolidation zone. We probably could test this support again in the next few months. Maybe we do test the all-time highs as well. That's also a possibility. But we'll see. I think one of the pigs in the python for me is going to be the Federal Reserve interest rate announcement next week, Wednesday. That's a pig in the python. That's a big catalyst moment, probably the last big catalyst of the year. We've already had the earnings. We had the NVIDIA earnings reversal day. We've had a lot of data just from what was called the data desert. to, I guess, delayed data, just a lot of D's. We're finally getting some data from months ago before the U.S. government shut down. So maybe the non-farm payroll jobs data gives us another catalyst. But I think the big moment between now and end of year is going to definitely be Federal Reserve interest rate decision on next week, Wednesday. Also, what will they do? And what will they say? More importantly, I think everybody's expecting them to hold rates. Everybody's expecting them to cut rates by 0.25%. Are they going to be more willing to cut in the new year, or are they going to take more of a pause? Also interesting to note that the Federal Reserve chairman will be changing. So Powell will be on his way out, and in May, we'll be getting a new Fed chair. All names point to Kevin Hassett. If we go here, let's see, Fed. Okay, so Kevin Hassett has taken the lead, and I do take sometimes I do take Polymarket as with a grain of salt, but Kevin Hassett has kind of become what we like to call the front runner. Over the last few days, Trump made a comment about Hassett this week. So it's a roughly 72% chance that Kevin Hassett will take it. And he's a good friend of Trump, so I think he'll be cutting rates in 2026. Okay, so that's my look on gold. Hopefully that's helpful. Going to take a nice sip of H2O, courtesy of City Traders Imperium. That's good. Actually, I'm going to have another sip. All right. So hopefully everybody's had an opportunity to join the live chat and been able to enter into the prize giveaway. Prize giveaway is for a special account. It's got your name on it if you enter. This cough is just it keeps going. How do you do a live show without talking? Anyway, click the live link in the live chat, fill out the form, and we'll be giving the draw away in about 2 minutes time. You don't want to miss the live draw. We could be announcing your name as part of the draw giveaway. So before we do that, we have a special guest tomorrow for you. And like I said before, we read every single one of your comments, even the nasty ones, especially the nasty ones. And one of the comments that we kept getting is, can you please have other traders on? We want to see different perspectives. We want to see different time frames. We want to see different assets. So we're going to give that to you. We have a extra special guest. I don't know how much I should say. I kind of want to make it a little bit of a surprise, but in any event, we do have, well, here we go. So we have a special guest joining Andrew and I tomorrow on tomorrow's show. His name is Delani Williams. He's a skilled financial professional who built a strong career in corporate auditing and insurance. For more than 20 years, he led financial audits, examined risk, and helped major companies strengthen their financial reporting and operation systems. After leaving corporate America, he began a new chapter as a full-time options trader, using the same discipline and problem-solving skills that helped him succeed in his earlier career. This guy's going to be on point. He's going to be on the show tomorrow. Delani has been married for 13 years to Dr. Nao Williams, a double-board OBGYN and maternal fetal medicine specialist. They live in Phoenix, Arizona, where they enjoy traveling, relaxing at home, and spending time with their Aussie doodle named Ola. Maybe we'll get to see Ola tomorrow, if we're lucky. Outside of work, Delani loves playing chess, watching the Philadelphia Eagles and Real Madrid, and following his favorite athletes, LeBron James, Kylian Mbappe, and Paul Pogba. He enjoys Afrobeats music, and his favorite music artists are Ika Mouse, and say vibes. His favorite meal is codfish and potato, and his most memorable vacation was a luxury safari at the Dulini Muya Lodge at the Sabi Sands Game Reserve in South Africa. I should have proofread that. I should have read that over before. But we are extremely, extremely happy to bring you Delani Williams tomorrow. And with that, I think you all know where you'll be tomorrow at this time. So next, the thing you've all been waiting for, the prize giveaway. We are actually going to, we're going to say if you haven't entered, it is too late. We're going to do the prize giveaway now. So it looks like we have a few entries. I'm just going to take everybody's name and I'm going to pop it into, yeah, good attendance today in the office. Here we go. So we're going to go here and then we'll paste everybody's name here. Okay. All right. So best of luck to each and every one of you. I do want everybody to know that we appreciate you watching our shows and participating. This will be a $5,000 account courtesy of City Traders Imperium. And here we go. Let's get over to the spinning of the wheel. And the winner of the $5,000 account is Ashra. Congratulations, Ashra. Very well done. Very well won. So you will be contacted by City Traders Imperium in the not too distant future. Well done. Well done. Well done. Okay. Great work, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. We did want to mention two things very, very briefly. So I have started a City Traders Imperium challenge, and I am going to be sharing my journey on how I pass or how to pass a $50,000 challenge. So look out for more information. We've started it. We just started it this week. And in the subsequent shows, I'll be showing you the trades that we've done, some of the strategies that we use, some of the techniques that I find helpful when taking on a challenge. And we'll go through the ups and downs, the highs, the lows, the good times, the bad times, the profits, and the expenses. We will not spare any detail. So watch out for that. I think this is also part of my journey of sharing how and why I do this. And so I think the most important thing is showing the process day by day by day by day, and also learning from those mistakes that you make, learning from those lessons that you will no doubt experience along the way. And with that, I think it's all that's left is to say thank you very much for watching our show today. We are watching, actually, interesting to see. We're getting a bit of a pop here in S&P. So we're back towards the highs of the pre-market. Just a lesson in patience, I guess. So I think probably a lot of people try to get short in pre-market, maybe on their futures contracts, those trading ES futures. Also, those who would have shorted NQ or NASDAQ futures, probably not looking too great if you got in short after that jobs data. Gold's perking up as well. I think key for gold is going to be 4,200 in the next few days. We did have a nice sort of longer term look at gold. And then Bitcoin also perking up as well here, sticking above 92,000 on Bitcoin. So tomorrow we'll try and cover some more charts. We'll give you a little bit more information about Delani tomorrow. And from all of us here at City Traders Imperium, and also on behalf of Signature FX, my name is Mandela. If you need to contact us, or if you'd like to get some more information, our information is available either on X or in the description to this video. I do have a little bit of words of wisdom today. So what comes easily doesn't last, and what lasts doesn't come easily. So everybody wants a quick dollar. Everybody wants to find the magic strategy that's going to be like the silver bullet that's going to make you a trillionaire in a year. But I can tell you from my experience, from what I've seen from over, let's say over 100 traders, is, and to put it a different way, in trading, what is comfortable is rarely profitable. So you have to do the things that are uncomfortable. You have to put in the time for your strategy. And what comes easily doesn't last. If you're getting easy profits and you're finding that trading is too easy, I assure you there is something going on there. And I would be very cautious about long-term success. Anything that is going to be sustainable and withstanding the test of time is going to take time. It's going to take time. So once again, what comes easily doesn't last, and what lasts does not come easily. Have a wonderful day, everybody. We'll speak to you tomorrow. We got Andrew. We also got Delani Williams, our special guest. In the meantime, happy trading.